Have you ever suffered from cephalalgia? Well, it can happen in all kind of different forms and fashions. For example, last night was Friday, the first of the month, and payday. I know you were out late last night partying it up, right? Not a partier? Okay. Maybe you were up late last night trying to perfect your final speech for this class. Or maybe you have a significant other, kids, jumping on your bed first thing this morning wanting breakfast. Or maybe you're like me, you sit behind a desk and you look at computers all day. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm here today to talk to you about cephalalgia, which is another word for headaches. I'm here to give you a little bit of information about them, as well as a few tips, some advice on how to help alleviate those pains. But first, I'm going to tell you about the different types of headaches and the categories they fall in. According to What is Cephalalgia, a page or an article on wisegeek.com, cephalalgia or headaches fall into two different categories, primary and secondary. Tension and cluster headaches fall into the primary headaches category, so I'm going to go over those two. Tension headaches are the most common types of headaches that affect most people. They can be caused by emotional or even physical stress. And the pain can start anywhere from your upper neck area or your lower head area, and they actually come up and engulf your entire head. They encircle your entire head and become pretty intense over your eyebrows. And they normally happen on both sides of the head. They don't just focus on one side or the other. And they don't cause disabling pain. Cluster headaches are more intense than tension headaches, and they focus on or around a specific eye. They can cause episodes of pain that can last anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes and can actually occur up to twice a day. And pain, like I said, it normally occurs around one eye, and it can feel hot and stabbing. So I actually wanted to provide some pictures of what a cluster and what a tension headache looks like, or where they can occur. Now, like it shows here, your tension headaches, just like it states here, the pain, it feels like a band that's squeezing your whole head, and like it shows, it encircles your entire head, and the most extreme pain is right above your eyebrows. Moving over here to your cluster headaches, just like the picture is showing, it is clustered all around one area of the eye, on or around your eye. Now, secondary headaches are that second category of headaches, or the types of headaches, and they actually can be caused by different head and neck traumas. For example, if you get into an accident or something like that that's causing trauma to your head or your neck area, that can actually cause your secondary headaches. Or, believe it or not, certain infections can actually cause these types of headaches too. So if you have a concussion, internal brain hemorrhaging, brain tumors, or strokes, that's actually classified into the secondary headache category, as well as infections such as meningitis. I actually have another picture here that shows all different areas or different ways around the head and the face area that can cause headaches. But the ones over here that I've put stars by, these are the areas that can actually happen due to head or neck trauma. So for example, like I mentioned earlier, your meningitis is right up here where your headaches can begin, and your brain tumor, or where your headaches are at as well. So no matter the type of headache, whether primary or secondary, I think we can all agree on one thing: they can be extremely painful. So now I'm moving on to my next topic, the greatest topic, which is ways to help alleviate the pain. Now, according to an article on abcnews.com entitled Headache Relief, Best Ever Home Remedies, there are different ways to ease the pain of headaches. One of them is over-the-counter, otherwise known as OTC medications. They offer relief from sudden or severe headaches, but with most medications, unfortunately, there are some pros and cons. The pros are they come in different varieties, such as ibuprofen, Advil. They actually can come in acetaminophen, another word for Tylenol, or even aspirin. Believe it or not, there actually are some OTCs that combine all three. So that's awesome. But moving over to the the cons of taking OTCs, the cons are that it's just like what a lot of the bottles say. They only offer temporary relief. So you could be taking these medications every 4 to 6 hours, and unfortunately they're going to keep coming and coming, and eventually they do go away. However, then you could suffer from rebound headaches, which occur when you wean yourself away from the different pain medications. But for those of you that want to stay away from pills or don't want to risk getting those side effects, there are some other techniques that you can use at home or anywhere. Now, for one of them is you want to stay away from certain foods or ingredients in foods. One of those unfortunate things are called the MSG. That is in a lot of foods such as Chinese food. So I want to show you a picture of one of my favorite Chinese food dishes. Unfortunately, this thing it has an extreme amount of MSG in it. So unfortunately, you're going to have to stay away from stuff like that. Or you have to stay away from even packaged products such as ramen noodles that I'm always eating on the fly. You want to look on the back on the ingredients section and look for anything that says monosodium glutamate, which is MSG, or there's other different types, which you can also reference back to that abc.com news article I mentioned. That will tell you the different other hidden names that are also called or MSG in disguise. So you want to stay away from things like that. You also could do certain things like taking a foot bath. Yes, you can actually take a foot bath, such as getting some water and some powdered mustard. And what that does is that actually redistributes the pain from your throbbing head and redistributes blood all throughout the rest of your body. Believe it or not, mustard actually it stimulates different parts of your body, so it takes your mind away from the headaches. Also, you want to sit up straight. Perfecting your posture is a must, so make sure you do that, stand or sit straight. Now you're aware of the different types of headaches, such as primary and secondary, and the different ways to ease the pain of them, such as staying away from those foods, soaking your feet, and perfecting your posture. So we've all had headaches, whether few or far between, or on a consistent basis. So whether you're having a tension headache or just suffer from headaches in general, you now know the categories they fall in, as well as how to remove them and the pain they inflict.